Okay, okay. Okay, done. Yeah, yeah. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the new normal. Yes, yet another online celebration. It is my privilege to welcome all of you to the third Foundation Day celebration of Vision Empower. We are privileged to have the company of Sri Basvaraju, State Commissioner for People with Disabilities, Government of Karnataka, Dr. Manohar Swaminathan, Principal Researcher at Microsoft India, and Dr. Satish Sundaresan, Vice President and Managing Director, Electrobit India. A warm welcome to each of you. Would also like to extend a special welcome to our esteemed partners, school principals, and teachers who have joined us for this event. And finally, a very warm welcome to our own extended family, the family of friends of our wonderful VE team. Truly appreciate and thank each of you for taking the time out on a Sunday evening. Sunday, now that's a word from the old normal, the day to go out and be with friends. In the new normal, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, they all seem to be the same. I am Sylvia Veeraraghavan, Program Director at Vision Empower, and it's my honor to co host this event with Nandini Menon, Special Education Expert and Mentor at Vision Empower. Over to you, Nandini.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Nandini Menon, and I would like to extend a warm welcome to you all. We shall begin today's program with a prayer song by Geeta and the lighting of the lamp by Vidya.
या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रान्विता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा पूजिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा.
Of the prayer song and Vidya for the online lighting of the lamp. We shall now have a welcome address by Vidya, co founder of Vision Empower. Over to you, Vidya.
Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you for the Foundation Day celebrations of Vision Empower on this beautiful Sunday evening. We would have loved to meet each one of you in person, but unfortunately, we'll have to go completely virtual due to the current COVID pandemic. We are blessed to have your gracious presence even during these difficult times. Today, we have with us our special guests, Sri Basavaraju, State Disability Commissioner, Government of Karnataka, who always accepts all our initiatives with an open mind, is always willing to brainstorm ideas and work with us. It is a pleasure to have you with us. We welcome you, sir. Next, we have Dr. Manohar Swaminathan, Principal Researcher at Microsoft
Thank you.
Research India, who has been instrumental to the growth of Vision Empower. He not only mentors us by providing research inputs, but guides us on scaling our initiatives. Microsoft has been our primary sponsors, without whom we couldn't have an excellent team. We are blessed to have you with us today. We welcome you, sir. We also have with us Mr. Satish Sundaresan, Vice President and Managing Director, Electrobit India, who has always found ways to support us through their CSR initiatives and is always happy to learn about all our activities. It is our pleasure to have you with us. We welcome you, sir. We also have many of our wonderful well wishers who have joined us live and many more who are watching our programs live on social media platforms such as YouTube. We're really happy to have all of you with us today. We welcome you all. Finally, we have our incredible, highly energetic, and passionate team of Vision Empower who are always available and tirelessly work to make Vision Empower a success. VE is privileged to have such a great team. I heartily welcome each one of my colleagues. Today, we mark 3 years of a remarkable journey, and this event has been put together to signify gratitude to all our supporters, well wishers, and the team. 3.5 years ago, I was about to graduate from my master's at IIIT Bangalore. Naturally, I pondered on what I would be doing next. As I had immense challenges in studying STEM subjects till my postgraduate degree as a blind person, I decided that I could learn from my personal experiences and help create a more equitable and inclusive education system. Making science, technology, and mathematics accessible to blind children was just a thought in my mind back then. It was Professor Amit Prakash of IIIT Bangalore who was instrumental in making this thought a reality. He not only introduced me to Supriya, who is our other co founder, and whose immense contribution to VE is well known and needs no explanation, but has also mentored VE from day one. I was also extremely fortunate to have guidance and encouragement from my mentor RPA, who helped me actualize my full potential throughout my journey at VE. I still remember the day when Supriya and me just thought of a word each, Vision and Empower, and named our organization Vision Empower. What began as a team of three slowly became four and then five and now 12. At Vision Empire, we started our interventions with one school and now we are working with 10 schools. The response of schools has been extremely positive. Today is also the feast of Saint Francis of Assisi, who is one of the greatest saints who have graced this planet. All of my education was from the institutions which followed his ideal of selfless service to the humanity. This day, October 4th, being his feast, was the day of celebration for me each year, right from when I was 3 years of age. And now that it was serendipity that Vision Empower was formed on the very same day, it will continue to be so in the coming years. This is just the beginning, and we have a long way to go. We shall all walk together to enrich our lives and work towards a better world. I'd like to finally welcome you all with this quote by Saint Francis of Assisi. Start by doing what is necessary, then what is possible, and suddenly you're doing the impossible.
Thanks a lot, Vidya, for that lovely welcome address. I now invite Professor Amit Prakash, faculty member of IIIT Bangalore and chief mentor of Vision Empower, to invite our guests of honor to say a few words. Over to you, Amit.
Thank you, Sylvia. It's a pleasure to have with us today Mr. V.S. Basvaraju, who is the Commissioner for Persons with Disabilities, Government of Karnataka. Mr. Basvaraju has, for over 30 years, worked relentlessly for the welfare of persons with disabilities and has made significant and positive change in many of their lives. He was earlier president of the Disability NGOs Alliance, DNA, and CEO of the Association of People with Disability, APD. Mr. Basvaraju, I've known him for quite a long time now, I must say. And he is a very humble and a very, say, grassroots level committed, compassionate person. It's very good to see him at the helm of uh, disabilities welfare in government of Karnataka. And it's such a pleasure to have him with us on this occasion. Thank you, Mr. Basvaraju, for joining us today. May I now invite you to share your thoughts on this occasion. Over to you, Mr. Baswaraj.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Amit Prakash. It's been wonderful joining all of you. I know we have been meeting for almost 4 or 5 years now, and regularly exchanging some of our thoughts and ideas. And it's my pleasure to be part of your team. And I always believe that, like Vidya just now told, that there are great souls on this planet who come and then go. Today, it happens to be also the birthday of our founder, the Association of People with Disability founder, Mrs. Hene Zema. So most of you know that Hene Zema herself was people with disability, and she's contributed significantly for the growth of the disability sector in Karnataka. Not only in Karnataka, I think because of her work in the entire India, there are about 40, 50 organizations have emerged. So what a coincidence. It's been great, I think 4th October seems to be a very, very great day. And I'm so happy that you so quickly completed 3 years. And for me, I think what is so important is, like Vidya and all others say, in India, we have good laws and in so many things that we are all trying to do. And no doubt we have achieved some milestones. For people with disability, particularly for people with vision difficulties, we have very, very limited resources and very, very limited support system, which is really pulling them back. So therefore, it is important that Vision Empower is dedicated. Now I'm so happy to hear it's got a 12-member team. So I'm sure the kind of work Vision Empower is doing will go a long way in building certain standards in the whole work what we're all doing for people with visual impairment. And not only standard, I think we lack contents and we lack certain kind of processes so that people with visually impaired will be able to get the quality education, and I'm sure they will be ultimately able to contribute like you and me. And towards this, so many people like Microsoft and all other organizations have been involved. There's been a great listening to such well-meaning people are joining these organizations and supporting. And most importantly, from Government of Karnataka point of view, and we are so happy to join you. And I know that a lot of our people are in a stage where they are trying to learn technology, they're trying to learn contents, and we are sort of moving in that direction, but I'm sure there's a lot more that needs to be done. And we are happy to associate with all of you and see what best we could do from Government of Karnataka so that the vision of your organizations being fulfilled. It's not only, we are supporting 10 organizations, probably in the years to come, we should be able to reach out to across India. And I will see how ways and means we could join hands with other technology groups so that the kind of resources that is being developed should be able to be shared with a lot more people who are in need, and they will greatly benefit out of the kind of work what Vision Empower organization has done. And this has been a very privilege, and this has been my opportunity to associate with all of you. And I'm humbled that such great work is happening under the guidance of all of you. And I'm sure with the kind of act what we have, the Rights of Persons with Disability Act, and many more organizations are opening up, and many more opportunities are opening for people with disability. At least we look at the next 5 to 10 years, there will be a great opportunities and growth, and many more people will get quality support in the days to come. I would really see how all of us can really come together to see where we can collaborate, where we can really take this work to a whole new level. Because as a country, we have a limited resources. We should use these resources, like kind of effort and energy you put in, should reach to larger number of people. That's my conviction. And I'm sure whatever the work that I can do with all of you, I'm happy to do and associate and work with all of you, so that with your support, with your team technical capability, we should be able to do a lot more. And I'm sure you have bigger vision, and very best wishes to all the team, because a very highly committed team, and in the disability sector to have this quality people is very, very challenging. So I'm glad, the team is now is in place, and they're doing a wonderful job. And all the very best to the team. And I'm so happy that I had this opportunity to interact with all of you. All the very best. Thank you.
Thank you,
Over to
Baswaraj.
you.
Thank you very much. We all know the passion and dedication you bring to making our societies, our education system, various other aspects more inclusive, especially for persons with disabilities. And we'll look forward to your continuous support and guidance as we embark on the journey of 45 schools, 100 schools, all the schools in India and beyond. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Manohar Swaminathan is a principal researcher at Microsoft Research. His primary research interest is in virtual and augmented reality technologies. He is currently focused on applying these for empowering visually impaired persons. Dr. Manohar's career has spanned the worlds of research, academia, and entrepreneurship. Notably, he was a professor of computer science at the Indian Institute of Science from 1990 to 2005, and was part of a team that invented the Simputer. Most of us would have known about this device, a path-breaking and pioneering effort from the Indian computer science fraternity. And for this effort, he was awarded the first Devang Mehta Award for Innovation in IT by the Government of India. Dr. Manohar has been a continuous source of support and encouragement to Vision Empower, and it's a pleasure to invite you, Dr. Manohar, to share a few words with all of us. Over to you, Dr. Manohar.
Thank you so much, Amit. It's a pleasure and an honor to be a part of the third Foundation Day. Congratulations to the entire team. You can be justifiably proud of the achievements you've made in 3 very short years in a very, very difficult field. Personally, I believe that I've gained so much with my association with the deep and committed work of VE Trust, especially during the last 6 months of the lockdown. The team has been the real dynamic dozen, and the amount of work, the innovation and research that they have managed to pull together in this last 6 months is really amazing. It's been inspiring to me personally, and I'm really thankful for them to allow me to be empowering initiative. One other thought I've had is the Vision Empower Trust. In the name, originally, I'm sure it was about empowering people with vision impairments, but the commitment, passion, and more importantly, the foundational research-based intervention methodology that we have worked out so far can benefit multiple other disabilities. And I would suggest to you humbly that you should broaden your vision to empower people with disabilities, not just people with vision impairments. And with support of people in responsibility like Mr. Basuraju, you would have all the support to scale beyond vision impairments. And Karnataka has had this unique distinction of having very able and committed administrators at the right time to make Karnataka among the top states in the country. And I'm sure we are all fortunate to have Mr. Basuraju here. And this is the time, I think, to think back and say, how can we scale beyond vision? I know it's easy to tell you, okay, go ahead and do all of this, but I believe you have been a magnet to people committed to this kind of passion and vision, and I'm sure you could share your learnings to another team which will grow in another area of disability. The reason this is important is humans are a whole, right? It's not about vision, hearing, etc. There's so much one can learn from each other abilities that solutions that are designed for multiple disabilities will impact a lot more than a tunnel vision, if you want to call that, about one impairment. And methodologies, frameworks, research, all of them also can apply across the board. So I would suggest that in your third Foundation Day, the team can think about how to expand your vision beyond vision, right? And really, as I said, fantastic. And I hope that your impact, you'll empower people with impairments of all kinds across the country, not just vision, and wish you really, really very best success. And I hope to be continue to be able to be associated with you and your team. And thank you so much for making me part of your fantastic team and effort. Thank you very much for inviting me and giving me this opportunity. All the very best. Thank you. Over to you, Amit.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Manohar. We will certainly keep coming back to you for all these scale-up aspirations that you have, that you feel we are capable of. Thank you very much. Mr. Satish Sundaresh.
One second. I fully agree with Dr. Manohar Swaminathan. I think vision empowerment should now start look at the disability across all disability, because I fully agree with him. The kind of work 40 people do can really benefit greatly. And this is the time I think your organization should start look at a lot more other disabilities as well. I completely agree with him.
I think that's a great way to start the third anniversary celebrations with a new vision for the organization that you want us to work towards. And I'm sure we will definitely count on all your support to see how we can make those small contributions to making our societies much more accessible and inclusive. Thank you very much for those words. We have with us Mr. Satish Sundaresan, who is the Vice President and Managing Director of Electrobit India. He has earlier worked at Mercedes-Benz, Robert Bosch, Infosys, and Reliance Petroleum, and his areas of work has involved autonomous driving, automotive electronic control unit development, and distributed control systems implementation. He has a strong desire to make India the engineering partner for the world. Mr. Satish and Electrobit India have been a great source of support to Vision Empire, especially during the pandemic that we currently are in. Thank you for joining us today, Mr. Satish. We look forward to hearing from you. Over to you, Mr. Satish.
Thank you. Firstly, thank you for inviting me, and good evening, everybody. My personal thanks to all those who have joined this live feed today. I actually wouldn't be here without my colleague Sanjay Dhar's introduction of Supriya. So thank you to them both, and mostly the Vision Empower team once again for inviting me and allowing me on behalf of my organization to be part of your celebrations. It is indeed my privilege. The purpose of life is not always that easily understood, and some of the more blessed people in life, like the ones who founded and manage Vision Empower today, are doing a fantastic job at improving the quality of the society that we live in with your single-minded purpose. And what better way than equipping these children with education? Education is the most fundamental gift we can give to these differently able children, so that they can help themselves stand on their feet and inspire the next generation of people to try and look inwards. We may not realize the difficulty that these children face unless we go through something like this ourselves or in our family or with our loved ones. So every step that we can take to help these children and the cause at Vision Empower will go a long way in building their competence and confidence, some of the more basic essentials for life. My sincere appreciation to all the children, volunteers, teachers, the operational and management team at Vision Empower. You're doing a fantastic job. Congratulations on your great work and dedication. I wish you many more successes, while requesting everybody who's in the live feed today or has the opportunity to visit your website, really come forward and support causes like these. This is the only way that we can take this country forward. Thank you for inviting me once again, and I wish you all an amazing evening. Hopefully we can celebrate such days in person in the near future. But until then, please stay safe. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Satish, for coming over and for all that encouragement. We will keep coming back to you for your advice, guidance as we scale on. Thank you very much. Over to you, Sylvia.
Thank you, Professor Amit. We are truly grateful to all the speakers for their best wishes and inspiring words. We assure you we will strive to make our interventions more inclusive. We now invite each of you to join us as we capture on video the main events of our 3-year journey. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Vision Empire was incubated at IIIT Bangalore Innovation Center in August 2017 and officially registered on the 4th of October 2017. The vision: to empower visually impaired children through inclusive education. Since its inception in 2017, Vision Empire has been working towards making STEM education accessible to students with visual impairment. Over the last 3 years, we have created accessible STEM learning content and pedagogical tools for teachers and designed programs to disseminate the same to special schools for the blind. Our technology projects were initiated to bolster the school intervention programs. All activities at Vision Empire over the last 3 years evolved over 3 broad phases: the research, pilot, and implementation. While several projects are currently in research and pilot phases, some of them are currently being implemented at special schools for the blind in Karnataka. This presentation will take you through the major milestones of Vision Empire over 3 years, each with significant collaboration with various stakeholders and experts in the ecosystem. Our milestones: December 2017. Vision Empire was accepted for the Wipro Seeding Fellowship for Social Entrepreneurs. This initial support, guidance, and network by Team Wipro instilled the much-needed confidence in the core team to embark on the onward journey. In January 2018, the first inclusive hackathon with blind and sighted programmers was conducted in collaboration with iSTEM, the Xavier's Resource Center for Visually Challenged XRCVC, IIITB, and Vision Aid at IIITB. The third successive annual edition of the event, Confluence 2020, was held in January 2020. In January 2018, Vidya won the TIE Aspire Young Achievers Award at TiECon Delhi for her achievements and for envisaging Vision Empire. In March 2018, Vision Empire organized the first Anubhav, an experiential STEM learning program in collaboration with Matruchaya and Vividha. This is now an annual 3-day event with students and teachers, which informs the interventions of Vision Empire with schools in the following academic year. In June 2018, Vision Empire conducted Pragya, the first teacher training program for science and math teachers of grade 5 from 3 schools in Bangalore in collaboration with Matruchaya. Vision Empire and Matruchaya now conduct Pragya as a quarterly event for teachers of science and math. By August 2018, the Vision Empire content management process for development of accessible science and mathematics textbook content for visually impaired students was created based on data collected over a year through engagement with schools, resource providers, and special educators. In August 2018, Vision Empire and IIITB launched the joint research project for creation of the Tactile Audio Gallery, or TAG, a portable device which overlays accessible tactile diagrams with audio labels in a language of the user's choice. A working prototype of this device was created and later Vision Empire was accepted for the IIMB Launchpad for TAG. IIITB students with mentorship from Professor T.K. Srikant and Professor Madhav Rao published a technical paper in 2019 on IEEE Sensors, Montreal, Canada. In September 2018, Vision Empire, IIITB and Tushitek Labs entered into a partnership to design an affordable refreshable braille display. The project was sponsored by the Machine Intelligence and Robotics MINRO Lab at IIITB, headed by Professor Tridip Roy Chaudhary with Professor Sujit Chakraborty as a principal investigator. In the last 2 years, immense effort from researchers Rajagopal N and Paul D'Souza have gone into creation of this device. In September 2018, Vidya won the Budding Social Entrepreneur Award from Namma Bengaluru Foundation. In September 2018, Vision Empire and IIITB launched a project to design an interface for automated creation of 3D printed tactile diagrams for science and math textbook diagrams under the mentorship of Professor T.K. Srikant. Research interns from IIITB, RVCE and IIESG Shippool have contributed to the project. In December 2018, the first release of the Vision Empire open source accessible learning management system Suboda was created in collaboration with IIITB with funding from Fidelity Management and Research and was tested at one of the special schools in Bangalore. The LMS, initially worked upon by a IIITB student intern with guidance from Aditya Manpuria at Vision Empire and Professor Amit Prakash, is envisaged as a very critical artifact for easy dissemination of accessible content and inclusive pedagogic tools for STEM education. In March 2019, Vision Empire, IIITB and Microsoft initiated a joint research project on computational thinking for visually impaired students. The objective of VICT is to make the ACM-CT syllabus created by the SEAS Pathshala Consortium accessible for children with visual impairments. The Vision Empire team has successfully executed the first-year pilot of this project using the ludic design of play-based approach to learning under the leadership of Dr. Manohar Swaminathan of Microsoft Research. As a research fellow, Vidya works very closely with Dr. Manohar's team. In July 2019, Vision Empire and IIT Guwahati entered into a partnership to work jointly on the enclosure design of hexes with Professor Keyur Surathia as principal investigator. In June 2019, IIITB, IIT Kanpur, IIT Madras, Ashoka University, IIM Bangalore, XRCVC and Vision Empire created the Inter-University Alliance for Accessible Higher Education. Since August 2019, Vision Empire has signed several formal partnerships very critical for school intervention. First, with Madhura Chaya, the Canara Bank Welfare Association for creation of and for conducting joint teacher training programs. Second, with Enability Foundation for creation of tactile diagrams using the Tactograph designed and developed by Professor Anil Prabhakar's team at IIT Madras, joint hosting of Anubhav events and joint research on assistive technologies. Third, with XRCVC for creation of joint teacher instruction kits on Suboda and hosting of XRCVC training material on Suboda for wider dissemination. In September 2019, Directorate for Welfare of Differently Abled and Senior Citizens DWDSC Karnataka authorized Vision Empire to implement the pilot school interventions in 9 special schools for the blind. In December 2019, Vision Empire won the Special Recognition Award at Innopreneur Startup Contest 2020 at Indore for design of the Braille book reader Hexes by Raj and team. In October 2019, Vision Empower presented STEM Power at the Empower Conference at IIT Delhi, a day-long experience zone on accessible STEM education, along with collaborators XRCVC, Race Lines Foundation, Chetana Trust, Tushetech Labs, Enability Foundation, Assistech Labs, Microsoft Research, and iSTEM. In October 2019, in partnership with Microsoft Research, the Vision Empire VICT team won the ASSETS 2019 Artifact Runner-Up Award at the ASSETS 2019 conference in Pittsburgh for conducting a study of Torino, a tactile programming ensemble developed by Microsoft and Cambridge University. In January 2020, Wemby Technologies was formed to focus on the technology products, starting with Hexis. In March 2020, Hexis won the Karnataka Elevate 2020. Joint IP on Hexis held by Vision Empire, Tushetech and IIITB was transferred to Wemby Technologies led by Raj. In May 2020, DWDSC Karnataka authorized Vision Empire to start Pragya online teacher training programs on digital literacy, science and math for teachers in all special schools for the blind in Karnataka. Vision Empire is currently conducting online training for 26 teachers across 9 schools. Vision Empire and Microsoft have also launched a YouTube channel for audio tutorials on digital literacy for persons with blindness created by Vidya. These well-researched tutorials are in Kannada and will be provided in all other local languages going forward. In August 2020, Vision Empire was selected by Samagra Shiksha Tripura to implement the inclusive education program for children with visual impairments in the state of Tripura going forward. In August 2020, Vision Empire launched the online CT Games pilot with Microsoft. The ludic design approach for CT has now been piloted for children through games played remotely by Vision Empire education coordinators with 13 students in the age group of 6 to 10 years to cover basic numeracy concepts of the CT curriculum. In September 2020, DWDSC Karnataka authorized Vision Empire to conduct direct interventions at all schools for the blind in Karnataka to implement VICT for students of grades 1 to 4 in collaboration with schools. In September 2020, the Center for Accessibility in the Global South was inaugurated at IIITB with joint effort from IIITB, Microsoft Research India and Vision Empire, with the aim to be a center of excellence in scholarship, bringing together academia, industry, government, disabled people's organizations and change makers in the area of accessibility. The future of Vision Empire. The Vision Empire team will strive to create the much-needed collaborative ecosystem where every child with visual impairment is empowered to follow the learning path and career of their choice, including STEM subjects.
I hope all of you enjoyed the video. And I also hope it provides some insight into the work we've embarked on so far. We're very grateful to our partners and our stakeholder community, whose unflinching support is the reason we are here. We would like to share with you a very precious short video with the best wishes from some of our partners and stakeholders that have been sent to us on this occasion.
I'm very happy to know that you are completing your 3 years of service in the digital sector and completing this October. Congratulations. Your work indeed is amazing. An institution like Matro needs the support like Vision Empowerment, especially in learning the method of teaching maths as well as science in a more systematic way. Our teachers are happy, our students are happy. And of course, as a founder, trustee, I too am very happy. Thanks to the team of the Vision Empowerment for associating with Matro. Not only you have taught to the teachers and students, you also donated textbooks, teaching aids, and we acknowledge that today. I wish you all the best, and once again congratulate the team of the Vision Empowerment. May God bless you all. Let us continue the good work forever.
We are all from Rangarao Memorial School for Differently Abled, my school. The Vision Empowerment is empowering all of us in teaching science and maths from May itself. We are not sitting simply, we are learning again and again how to teach the visually impaired children. Like that, they are empowering our visually impaired teachers also through the digital library. So we are all very thankful to Vision Empowerment. We wish all the best for the Vision Empowerment.
All the best! I am Shubha, teaching faculty in Matro. Vision Empowerment has not only helped in academic, but also provided teaching materials like skeleton and skin, etc. We are happy about it. Thank you very much.
I am Manjula, teacher working in Matru. I am happy to say that Vision Empowerment has taught me the scientific method of teaching maths and science. Thanks to the team of Vision Empowerment.
I am Sister Anita Mary from Jyoti Seva School for the Blind, Bangalore. On behalf of the teachers and students, I would like to thank Vision Empower for volunteering so generously during the past school year. I sincerely appreciate your willingness to contribute your valuable time at Jyoti Seva School. The contribution made by the volunteers are like organizing activities, intellectual games, providing teaching aids, motivating the teachers and the students, training the teachers on digital literacy, and sharing teaching ideas is of great help. As you know, students, staff and parents at Jyoti Seva School for the Blind enjoy a warm, caring community that fosters the highest standard in academic, social and emotional growth. And the efforts of volunteers like you is vital. Thank you, Vision Empower team, and I wish that you continue the good work to make a better future, especially for the visually impaired. Thank you once again, and all the best for all your efforts.
My name is Ramesh Sundararaman, and I am the CEO of IIITB Innovation Center, where Vision Empower was incubated over the last 3+ years. I wholeheartedly congratulate Vision Empower and the entire VE team on their 3rd year anniversary. Over these 3 years, Vision Empower has not only created a positive impact on the visually challenged community, but also has opened the eyes of the institute students towards such social causes. This is primarily due to the dedication and commitment of the founders of Vision Empower, Ms. Supriya, Ms. Vidya, and guided ably by Professor Amit Prakash. Generally, a not-for-profit venture focuses on impact most of the time. Unlike many such entities, Vision Empower focuses on research, innovation. They also focus on go-to-market aspect, publications, making things available in the open domain. So this clearly is indicative of the vision of the founders and also the complementary skills present in the entire Vision Empower team. I sincerely salute them, their dedication, their inspiration, motivation, and I also feel truly blessed to have been associated with this initiative since its formative days. Hearty congratulations once again and best wishes for the future. Thank you.
Heartiest of heartiest congratulations to the entire Vision Empower team for such wonderful 3 years from the entire team at XRCVC. And as we take this opportunity to congratulate you, we also would like to thank you for the wonderful work that you all have done. Vision Empower for XRCVC has been a brilliant partner. They have infused the disability space with the much needed freshness and rigor that comes with the duality of research and practice. For us, collaborating with Vision Empower has been extremely fruitful and productive, and we look forward to many years of work together, and we hope that many of the projects that we've taken together will see newer heights in the coming years, and we hope to see Vision Empower grow from strength to strength every year. So wish you all the very best and looking forward to our continued work. Thank you.
Hi Supriya. First of all, I would like to congratulate you and the entire team of Vision Empower for having successfully completed 3 years of very good work. We are proud and happy to have collaborated with you from the beginning. This has helped both of us to bring awareness amongst the teachers and the children to learn maths and science in school. Your systematic approach and the hard work of the team has triggered the interest and the effort of the teachers in motivating the children to learn maths and science. Congratulations to you again and best wishes. Thank you.
On behalf of Canara Bank Relief and Welfare Society, I would like to congratulate all the members of Vision Empower on the occasion of completion of 3 years of service in empowering the visually impaired students. We take immense pride in having worked with dedicated, hardworking team in enhancing the knowledge of visually impaired students. Once again, I wish entire team for your selfless service and good luck for your future endeavors. Thank you.
I want to congratulate the entire team at Vision Empower having completed 3 years. I've known most of you for at least 2.5 years now, and I've been with you for part of your journey. And it's been a pleasure and privilege getting to know so many of you, all of you wonderful people in your own way. And it's made our work much easier working with you along this lovely journey. We hope to continue this association and this friendship going forward in the years to come. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Thank you, friends. We humbly accept your heartfelt felicitation and look forward to working closely with you in all our future endeavors. Even as we thank our partners and stakeholders, we would not be who we are today if it were not for our committed and passionate team at Vision Empower. Ludic design being the fabric of all our endeavors, I would like to now introduce the VE team to you through a short audio skit we have put together. This play has been adapted from the story The Fool's Paradise, written by the Polish-American writer Isaac Bashev Singer, awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1978. The play has been written, sound edited, and directed by Aishwarya, and the illustrations of this skit have been created by Guru Prasad, a PhD scholar at IIT Kanpur. Anita, our educational coordinator, will be playing the role of Dr. White. Design researcher Aarti will be playing the role of Aksha's father. Educational coordinator Devi Datta playing the role of Aksha's nanny Angela. Educational coordinator Geeta will be playing the role of Angel Mary. Jenny, our research associate, is playing the role of Dr. Brown. Jyoti, our educational coordinator, will be playing the role of the narrator. Our administrative coordinator, Meghna, will play the role of Dr. Yo. Co-founder and managing trustee Supriya Dey will be playing the role of Aksha's mother. Our program director Sylvia will be playing the role of Dr. Black. Our principal consultant of embedded technologies, Raj Gopal, will be playing the role of Fred. Co-founder and trustee Vidya Vai will be playing the role of Aksha. And our earlier educational coordinator, currently a PhD scholar at IIITB, Aishwarya, who is the writer, sound editor, and director of the play, and is playing the role of Angel Elsa. I hope you'll enjoy the play.
A long, long time ago, there lived a little girl called Aksa. She lived in a big house with her mama and papa, her nanny Angela, and two servants, Elsa and Mary.
Come, child, it's time to go to bed.
Will you tell me a story?
Of course. Which story do you want tonight?
Of course, the one about paradise.
Paradise is the most wonderful of places. In paradise, it is not necessary to work or study or earn a living. There are no duties. People there sleep late into the day, eat luxurious food, and enjoy themselves to their heart's content.
Oh, how I wish I could go there.
Silly child, paradise is only for those who are dead.
Years passed. Aksa grew up and fell in love with Fred. Her parents urged her to take up the family business, but Aksa loathed hard work. Oh, how I wish I could get to paradise. Just imagine, no work, no responsibilities. It would be so wonderful. Aksa was thinking constantly about paradise and how pleasant it would be there, since the only way to get to paradise was to die. She had made up her mind to do just that as quickly as possible. She thought about it so much that soon she imagined that she was dead. Everyone was worried.
But Aksa, do be reasonable. For heaven's sake, you are not dead.
Stop this nonsense at once. Paradise indeed. She walks around the whole house as easy as can be, but thinks she is dead.
Oh, Aksa, I had so much hopes and dreams about our life together. Why do you do this to us?
Can't you see that I'm dead? Why don't you bury me? It's because of all of you that I cannot get to paradise. Soon, her parents called in doctors to examine her and tried to convince her that she was alive.
Now, Aksha, your pulse is steady, your heartbeat is stable enough, you are breathing. These are not signs of a dead person.
This is the strangest illness I have come across in my entire medical career. An imaginary death? How strange.
You're doing everything you were doing before, eating and talking and everything.
But before long, Aksa was eating little. She rarely spoke. Her family feared that she would die.
There's no other way, dear. We must consult Dr. Yo. Everyone knows how wise and learned he is. Surely he will be able to help us.
Ah, yes, he might be our only hope. I'll go at once. Good evening, Dr. Yo.
Good evening, sir.
You see, I have come to you with a strange problem. My daughter imagines she is dead. I've tried everything. Nobody's able to convince her otherwise. She doesn't eat, she doesn't talk. Oh, doctor, she's fading away.
Very well. I promise to cure your daughter in 8 days on one condition. You must do whatever I tell you to, no matter how strange it may seem.
I promise.
Aksa's father went home and gathered everyone around him.
The doctor will be here momentarily. Now remember, all of us have to follow his orders to the letter. I promised him that.
Ah, you must be Dr. Yo. Please save our daughter, Doctor. You are our only hope.
Don't worry, madam. Now take me to your daughter's room.
Doctor, this is our dear daughter, Aksa.
Why do you keep a dead body in the house? Why don't you have a funeral?
I was right. I really am dead. The parents remembered their promise, and all arrangements for the funeral was made. Aksa was placed in an open coffin, and a funeral ceremony was held. Aksa was so exhausted with happiness that she slept right through it. The doctor requested that a room be prepared to look like paradise. The walls were hung with white satin. The windows were shuttered and draperies tightly drawn. Candles burned day and night. The servants were dressed in white with wings on their backs and were to play angels. Aksa was brought to this room after the funeral while she was still asleep. Wow! Where am I?
In paradise, my lady.
At last! I'm here at last.
Would you like something to eat, your ladyship?
Yes, please. I'm terribly hungry. The second servant brought in luxurious meal on golden trays laden with meat, fish, pomegranates, pineapples, and peaches.
Is there anything else your ladyship needs?
No, I think I'll sleep a while. When she woke up the next morning, the servants brought in the same meal as before. Again? Don't you have any milk, coffee, fresh rolls, and butter?
No, my lady. In paradise, one always eats the same food.
Is it already day or it is still night?
In paradise, there is neither day nor night.
Aksa again ate the fish, meat, fruit, drank the wine, but her appetite was not as good as it had been. What time is it?
Time does not exist in paradise.
What shall I do now?
In paradise, my lady, one doesn't do anything.
Where are all the other people?
In paradise, each family has a place of its own.
Can't one go visiting?
In paradise, the dwellings are too far from each other for visiting. It would take thousands of years to go from one to the other.
A couple of days passed. Aksa started to get bored. When will my family come?
Your father still has 20 years to live, and your mother 30. And as long as they live, they can't come here.
What about Fred?
He has 50 years to live.
Do I have to be alone all that time?
Yes, indeed.
Aksa got up and started to walk to and fro. For the first time in years, she had a desire to do something, but there was nothing to do in her paradise. She missed her father. She longed for her mother. She yearned for Fred. She wished she had something to study. She dreamed of traveling. She wanted to ride her horse, to talk to friends. Days passed. I see now that it is not as bad to live as I had thought.
To live, my lady, is difficult. One has to study, work, do business. Here, everything is easy.
I would rather chop wood and carry stones than sit here. And how long will this last?
Forever?
Stay here forever? I'd rather kill myself.
A dead woman cannot kill herself.
Aksa spent 8 days in this pretend paradise.
My lady, oh my lady, there has been a mistake. You are not dead. You must leave paradise.
I'm alive? Yes, you're alive, and we will bring you back to earth.
The servant blindfolded her, and after leading her back and forth through the long corridors of the house, brought her to the room where her family was waiting and uncovered her eyes.
My daughter, you're alive!
Oh, I can't believe this. My darling daughter.
Oh, mother, father, how good it is to see you. Aksa and Fred were married, and both lived to an old age. Aksa stopped being lazy and became the most diligent merchant in the whole place. In the years to come, after Aksa learned about how Dr. Yo had cured her, she and Fred often told the tale of Dr. Yo's wonderful cure to their children and grandchildren, always finishing with the words,
"But of course, what paradise is really like, no one can tell."
I'm not too sure how much all of you enjoyed the skit, but have to say that the VE team thoroughly enjoyed the creation process, all completely remote. As we come to a close of the formal events of the day, I would like to say a few words about my dear friend and co-founder, Supriya De. Supriya is truly the heart of Vision Empower. Her determination, courage, and unflinching hard work is the biggest reason that Vision Empower has completed this 3-year journey successfully. I'm sure with her at the helm and with the blessings of the divine on her, no goal will be difficult for Vision Empower to achieve. With that, I call upon Supriya De, co-founder and managing trustee, Vision Empower, to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Sylvia. That was quite a surprise. Well, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you all had a great time so far. We did, thanks to your company. Thank you all for sharing with us your Sunday evening family time. You know, when Vidya proposed that we celebrate this Foundation Day, I wasn't too sure initially, given the pandemic situation. But one incident, and not a happy one, changed my perspective. Exactly 4 weeks back, we lost one of our mentors from IIITB, Professor Tridib Roy Chaudhary, head of Minro Lab, sponsor of Hexis. We were all shocked beyond belief. The void he leaves will be difficult to fill. But what struck me as very important was the need to acknowledge and be grateful for every moment, every breath, and to everyone we have worked with. So here's the first note of gratitude to Professor Tridib for his continuous support of our initiatives over the last 1.5 years. Moving on, this event would not have been possible without the kind support of BrandAid Virtual Meeting. I sincerely thank Anubhav Vargal, Director of BrandAid Events, and his team for sponsoring the platform today. Thank you, Vidya, for your patience, and Kapil for navigating us right now through this experience. For the content, thank you, Juby and Annie, for putting together the videos at such short notice. You did a wonderful job. I would like to thank the honorable guest speakers, Shri Basavaraju, VS, Dr. Manohar Swaminathan, and Mr. Satish Sundareshan for their best wishes and kind words. VE is indeed fortunate to have the support of DWTSC Karnataka, IIIT Bangalore, and the corporates such as Electrobit, Fidelity, Microsoft, and Wipro. You clearly do not take CSR as an activity mandated by policy, but truly believe it can be used for a more equitable and inclusive society. I must mention that the trust that Microsoft research team led by Dr. Manohar had in VE as a fledgling not-for-profit 2 years back bolstered our confidence and provided direction to our activities. Thank you, sir. Thank you to Fidelity and now Electrobit. We will soon have a completely accessible Subodha with necessary content for schools. We have not created any fundraising campaign in the last 3 years. I therefore specially thank you, our individual donors and Rotary Disabilities, for your kind contribution to specific projects. We have been blessed with great partners right from the very beginning, and a special note of gratitude to Asha Thampi, founder of Ashan Creatives, who stood by us since day one, and BP Rao and Company, our financial and legal advisors, who have been advising us diligently since 2017. I take this opportunity to thank Director Sir Professor Sadgopan and every faculty member at IIITB, the TIRAC, CEO of the Innovation Center, Professor Ramesh Sundar Raman and his staff, the immensely helpful teams at the Data Center, Admin, and Finance at IIITB for their support of our work. It inspires us to take our work forward with greater commitment. Our journey has barely begun. I'd like to express sincere gratitude to all the school principals, teachers, and staff who root for us. Sister Anita, Mukta ma'am, Satyashila ma'am, thank you for agreeing to let us work with you and for your best wishes. We could not have created the pilot programs without the immense support from Sri Ramana Maharishi Academy for the Blind, Principal Sri T.N. Srinivasan, the teachers and students, with whom we worked very closely the last 3 years, being the only school in Karnataka which offers science and math up to grade 10. To all the organizations who agreed to work with us from across the country over the last 3 years, we consider you our mentors. Collaborating with established organizations such as Matruchaya, Vividha, Mitra Jyoti, XRCVC, Raised Lines Foundation, Assistech Labs, Enability Foundation, Tushe Tech Labs, Chetna Trust, Pratham Books has been a great learning experience. And we treasure our relationship with all of you. We hope to continue to work together to take our collaborative solutions to the schools. Looking inwards, I'd like to first thank the stalwarts, Raj, Aditya, and Sylvia, for joining us at VE and steering our critical projects with minimum expectations. VE has been blessed with exceptional volunteers and academic partners. To all the students and research assistants of IIITB, RVCE, IIESD, IIT Kanpur, IIT Roorkee, IIT Guwahati, Project Sitara, APU, and to volunteers from across colleges and corporates such as Omega Healthcare, Let's Tag On, a sincere gratitude for your contributions. We'll strive to be an organization you remain proud to be associated with. Saying thank you to the VE team would be an understatement of how grateful I really am. Organizing this event itself was a collaborative exercise in team building and organization development. Yes, the ludic way. We are learning every moment from each other and together, and we have a long way to go. Thank you for your hard work and innovative solutions. Work practices over the last 7 months taught us that co-location is in the mind. Barriers of physical distance didn't dampen the VE spirit to respond to COVID-19. We moved online, and it also couldn't stop us from working together to create this virtual event. 3 cheers to all of you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Supriya. Without any further ado, let's now begin the most entertaining part of the celebrations, the cultural odyssey. Our first performer for the evening is Satiki Das. Satiki Das is a 19-year-old budding musician. He was born in the beautiful northeastern town of Shillong in Meghalaya and moved to Calcutta when he was 7. He has been learning the violin, Hindustani classical, under the guidance and tutelage of Sri Ajit Sengupta since the age of 10. Sri Sengupta is a disciple of Pandit V.G. Jog, and so Satiki is undergoing a training that is in line with the style of Pandit Jog. Satyaki has completed the requirements of Sangeet Bhushan of Prachin Kala Kendra Chandigarh in 2019. He has performed for local audiences in Calcutta. Satyaki is presently pursuing a graduation course in physics at Birla Institute of Technology, Mesra, Ranchi. Satyaki Das.
Namaskar. I take this opportunity to wish Vision Empower on the occasion of this Foundation Day my heartfelt greetings. May the coming days bring more and more success to your God-blessed establishment. I am going to play Rag Jai Jayanti, an evening rag in Madhyalaya Tintal on my violin. Accompanying me on tabla is my Guruji, Sri Ajit Sengupta, my violin guru, and under his tutelage and guidance, I have reached where I am now currently. Namaskar.
Wasn't that an amazing experience? Thank you so much, Satiki. Our next performer is Lakshmi V. Lakshmi has a senior degree in Carnatic classical and light music. She's been conferred the Best Teacher Award at the Shankar Mahadevan Academy. She has won more than 30 competitions across India and performed for more than 20 concerts across Karnataka. She is currently working as a music teacher at Samhita Academy, Bangalore. Lakshmi V.
Hello all, Namaste. This is Lakshmi. I'm a singer. I am very delighted to be a part of this third anniversary of a Vision Empower Foundation today. I am very much thankful to Ms. Devi for introducing me to this organization. I have sung few songs in Carnatic and a bhajan and a folk. Hope you all will love it. Thank you so much.
वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए पीड़ पराई जाने रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए पीड़ पराई जाने रे पर दुखी उपकार करे तो ये पर दुखी उपकार करे तो ये मन अभिमान ना दे रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए। सकल लोकमा सहुनी वंदे, निंदान करी तेरी रे। वाच काच मन निश्चल राखे, वाच काच मन निश्चल राखे। धन धन जननी तेरी रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए। समदृष्टि ने तृष्णा त्यागी, पर स्त्री जिन्हें मात रे। जिह्वा थकी असत्य न बोले, पर धन नव जन हाथ रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए। मोह माया व्यापी नहीं जेने, दृढ़ वैराग्य जिना मन मारे। राम नाम शो ताली लागे, राम नाम शो ताली लागे। सकल तीरथ तेरा तन मारे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए। वन लोभी ने कपट रहित जे, क्राम क्रोध निवार्या रे। भन नर सयो तेनो दर्शन करता, कुल एकोटिरा तार्या रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए। जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। पर दुखी उपकार करे तो ये, मन अभिमान ना आने रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए। मेलरा हरे काला हरण मेलरा हरे हरे सीतारामा काला हरण मेलरा हरे हरे सीतारामा काल हरण मेलरा हरे हरे सीतारामा काल हरण मेलरा हरे 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 सीतारामा कालहरण मेलरा हरे हरे सीतारामा कालहरण मेलरा हरे हरे सीतारामा कालहरण मेलरा हरे कालहरण मेल सुगुण कालहरण मेल सुगुण जाल करुणालवाला कालहरण मेल सुगुण जाल करुणालवाला कालहरण मेलरा हरे हरे सीतारामा कालहरण मेलरा हरे 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 दिन दिन मुनु तिरिगे तिरिगे दिकुलेख शरणु जूची दिन दिन मुनु तिरिगे तिरिगे दिकुलेख शरणु जूची तनुवु धनवु नीवे अल्टिरे तनुवु धनवु नीवे अल्टि त्यागराजनूतरामा तनुवु धनवु नीवे अल्टि त्यागराजनूतरामा कालहरण मेलरा हरे हरे सीतारामा कालहरण मेलरा हरे राम 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 सीतारामा विश्वविनूतन विद्याचेतन सर्वहृदय संस्कारी जय भारती विश्वविनूतन विद्याचेतन सर्वहृदय संस्कारी जय भारती करुणाळ सरस्वती कुडिगोपुर सुरशिल्प कलाकृति कृष्णे तुंगे कावेरी पवित्रित क्षेत्र मनोहारी विश्वविनूतन विद्याचेतन सर्वहृदय संसारी जय भारती गंगा कदंबा राष्ट्रकूट बल चालुक्य होयसल बल्लाळा गंगा कदंबा राष्ट्रकूट बल चालुक्य होयसल बल्लाळा हक्क बुक्क पुलकेशि विक्रमर जन्नम्मा जिय वीरश्री हक्क बुक्क पुलकेशि विक्रमर जन्नम्मा जिय वीरश्री विश्वविनूतन विद्याचेतन सर्वहृदय संस्कारी जय भारती आचार्यत्रयमथ संस्थापन बसवल्लम अनुभावनिकेत शरण तीर्थंकर नडे नुडे विश्वत मोहारी विश्वविनूतन विद्याचेतन सर्वहृदय संस्कारी जय भारती त्याग भोग समयोगद दृष्टि बेलबल मलिकिरि सुंदर सृष्टि त्याग भोग समयोगद दृष्टि बेलबल मलिकिरि सुंदर सृष्टि ज्ञानद विज्ञानद कलिसिरि सारोदय धारा नगरी ज्ञानद विज्ञानद कलिसिरि सारोदय धारा नगरी विश्वविनूतन विद्याचेतन सर्वहृदय संस्कारी जय भारती अरिवे गुरु नुಡಿ ज्योतिर्लिंग दयवे धर्मद मूल तरंग अरिवे गुरु नुಡಿ ज्योतिर्लिंग दयवे धर्मद मूल तरंग विश्व भारतिಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಾರತಿ ವಿಶ್ವ ಭಾರತಿಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಾರತಿ ಮೊಳಗಲಿ ಮಂಗಲ ಜಯ ಭೇರಿ ಮೊಳಗಲಿ ಮಂಗಳ ಜಯ ಭೇರಿ विश्वविनूतन विद्याचेतन सर्वहृदय संस्कारी जय भारती करुणाळ सरस्वती गुडी गोपुर सुरशिल्प कलाकृति कृष्णे तुंगे कावेरी पवित्रित क्षेत्र मनोहारी विश्वविनूतन विद्याचेतन सर्वहृदय संस्कारी जय भारती जय भारती जय भारती
Thank you so much for such a melodious performance, Lakshmi. We truly enjoyed it. Our next performer is Arpita Bhattacharya. Arpita is a national scholarship holder in music from Central Government Ministry of Culture, Delhi. She has an MA in music from Rabindra Bharati University and has also completed a diploma in Hindustani classical music. She has performed in several TV channels for music programs and participated and won awards for music at state and national level competitions in Delhi, Chennai, Bengaluru, Bihar, Haryana, and West Bengal. She has worked with All India Radio. She has also published an album named The Seen and the Unseen, available on various platforms. Arpita.
Congratulations to Vision Empower on their 3rd anniversary. I'm very happy and honored to be a part of this program. Today I'm going to sing 3 songs of 3 different languages. One song is called Gahna Kusuma Kunje Mache, that is a Brajabuli song written by Kavi Guru Rabindranath Tagore. The second song is a ghazal called Hosh Walo Ko Khabar Kya by Jagjeet Singh Ji. And my third song is very close to my heart, that is a song called Fix You by Coldplay. Once again, very, very, very happy anniversary and all the best for your next journey. Thank you.
गहन कुसुम कुंज माझी मृदुल मधुर बंशी बाजी बिसरे त्रास लोक राजी सजनिया आलो गहन कुसुम कुंज माझी पिन चारु नील ढाले कुसुम सुलभ भारत ढाले विहग सुलभ सार ढाले इंदु अमृत धार विमल रजत भाति रे मंद मंद भृंगगुंजे अयुत कुसुम कुंजे कुंजे मंद मंद भृंगगुंजे अयुत कुसुम कुंजे कुंजे कुटल सजनी कुंजे कुंजे कुटल सजनी कुंजे कुंजे बकुल आति जाति रे गहन कुसुम कुंज माझी देख लो सखी श्याम राय नयने प्रेम उथल जाय मधुर बदन अमृत सदन चंद्रमाय निंदी छे आओ आओ सजनी वृंद हे राम सखी श्री गोविंद आओ आओ सजनी वृंद हे राम सखी श्री गोविंद आओ आओ सजनी वृंद हे राम सखी श्री गोविंद आओ आओ सजनी वृंद हे राम सखी श्री गोविंद श्याम को परारविंद श्याम को परारविंद भानु सिंह बंदी छे गहन कुसुम कुंज माझी मृदुल मधुर बंशी बाजे बिसरे त्रास लोक राजे सजनिया आओ गहन कुसुम कुंज माझी होश वालों को खबर क्या बेखुदी क्या चीज है होश वालों को खबर क्या बेखुदी क्या चीज है इश्क कीजिए फिर समझिए इश्क कीजिए फिर समझिए जिंदगी क्या चीज है होश वालों को खबर क्या बेखुदी क्या चीज है हमसे नजरें क्या मिली रोशन फिजाएं हो गई हा 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 ला 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 उनसे नजरें क्या मिली रोशन फिजाएं हो गई। आज जाना प्यार की जादूगरी क्या चीज है। आज जाना प्यार की जादूगरी क्या चीज है। इश्क कीजिए फिर समझिए, इश्क कीजिए फिर समझिए, जिंदगी क्या चीज है। खुलती जुल्फों ने सिखाई मौसमों को शायरी। ला 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 ला, खुलती जुल्फों ने सिखाई मौसमों को शायरी। झुकती आँखों ने बताया मैं कशी क्या चीज है। झुकती आँखों ने बताया मैं कशी क्या चीज है। इश्क कीजिए फिर समझिए, इश्क कीजिए फिर समझिए, जिंदगी क्या चीज है। हम लबों से कह न पाए उनसे हाले दिल कभी। ला 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 ला, हा 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 हा। हम लबों से कह न पाए उनसे हाले दिल कभी। और वो समझे नहीं खामोशी क्या चीज है। और वो समझे नहीं खामोशी क्या चीज है। इश्क कीजिए फिर समझिए, इश्क कीजिए फिर समझिए, जिंदगी क्या चीज है। होश वालों को खबर क्या बेखुदी क्या चीज है। When you try your best but you don't succeed, when you get what you want but not what you need, when you feel so tired but you can't sleep, stuck in reverse, and the tears come streaming down your face. When you lose something you can't replay. When you love someone but it goes to waste, could it be worse? Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. And high up above or down below, when you're too in love to let it go. But if you never try, you'll never know just what you are. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Tears stream down your face when you lose something you cannot replace. Tears stream down your face, and tears stream down your face. I promise you I will learn from my mistakes. Tears stream down your face, and lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you.
Oh my God, what an amazing performance. I don't know about you, but I have goosebumps. Arpita has such a versatile voice. Our next performer is Sujit Das. 30 years ago, in a small, sleepy city of Bhubaneswar, where entertainment was limited to 3 movie halls and a club, a group of ultra-talented musicians and singers gave the city its first rock band, the Glash. Glash evenings were sellouts in the city as the younger generation rocked to some brilliant performances. Sujit, or Lee, as he's popularly known, joined as the lead singer of Glash during the late 90s and the early 2000s, and has performed in various famous college feats in the country, including NIITs, IITs, and XIMB. Glash has this distinction of winning the Best Western Band Award at the Mardi Gras, the annual cultural feat at IIT Madras in the early 90s. An electrical engineer by education, he has made his name in the fire safety technologies and security industry as an expert in loss prevention and business continuity. He is the founder of Center FSA, a leading technology-driven fire safety service provider to many leading business houses and institutions across the country. Sujit Das.
If you're leaving, close the door. I'm not expecting people anymore. Hear me grieving, lying on the floor. Where I'm drunk or dead, I really ain't too sure. I'm a blind man, I'm a blind man. My world is pain. When a blind man cries, Lord, you know, there ain't a Saturday. Had a friend once in a room, had a good time, but it ended much too soon. In a cold month, in that room, found a reason for the things we had to do. I'm a blind man, I'm a blind man. Now my room is cold. When a blind man cries, Lord, you know, he feels it from his soul. Feels it from his soul. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, but more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all and I stood tall and did it my way. I've loved, I laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing. And now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that. And may I say, not in a shy way, oh no, 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 not me, I did it my way. Oh, what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who needs. The record shows I took the blows, but I did it my yes, it was my way. I have often told you stories about the way I lived the life of a drifter, waiting for the day when I take your hand and sing you songs that maybe you would say, come lay with me and love me, I would surely stay. But I feel I'm growing older, as songs that I have sung echo in the distance like the sound of a windmill going round. I guess I'll always be a soldier of fortune. Many times I've been a traveler, I looked for something new. In days of old, when nights were cold, I wandered without you. But those days I thought my eyes had seen you standing near. Though blindness is confusing, it shows that you're not here. Now I feel I'm growing older. The songs that I have sung echo in the distance, like the sound of a windmill going round. I guess I'll always be the soldier of fortune. I can hear the sound of a windmill going round. Guess I'll always be a soldier of fortune. Guess I'll always be a soldier of fortune. Today is 4th October and we're all here to commemorate the Founders' Day of Vision Empower. Vision Empower is a not-for-profit enterprise which empowers children with visual impairment through inclusive education. I am extremely happy to be part of this 3rd anniversary celebrations, and I wish Vision Empower all the luck for the future. I would also like to thank the management committee of Vision Empower, especially to Meghna for giving me this opportunity to revisit my crazy singing days. I would also like to thank Smruti, who helped package and design the sound for this little tribute to all the greats. I'm also very, very thankful to Sudeep Prabhu, without who I would have lost my way. I really appreciate. Thank you, Vision Empower. Thank you, Sudeep. Thank you, Smruti. And thank you, Meghna. Last but not the least, I would also like to thank all my friends, my family, my daughter, Ashi, my wife, Mona, and everyone who have encouraged me to be what I am today. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Lee. That was truly magical. Took us to another time, another world. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Our last performer for the evening is from the talented Dr. Adishya Das. Dr. Adishya Das is one of the widely acclaimed singers of Orissa, a playback singer and stage performer. She is also an accredited Grade A artist of Doordarshan and All India Radio. Noted for her melodious rendering, her repertoire includes Geet, Ghazal, Bhajan, and Sugam Sangeet, apart from Champu, Chanda, and Geeta Govinda. A versatile performer, she has performed extensively in Orissa and in several parts of India and across Germany and the USA. She is also a prolific writer, and her works have been published in many different languages. Adishya Das.
मन में गंगा
भर रहा चर्चा तेरा कल 14वीं की रात कुछ ने कहा ये चांद है कुछ ने कहा ये चांद है कुछ ने कहा चेहरा तेरा कल 14वीं की रात थी हम भी वही मौजूद थे हम भी वही मौजूद थे हमसे भी सब पूछा कि हम भी वही मौजूद थे हमसे भी सब पूछा कि हम हंस दिए हम चुप रहे हम हंस दिए हम चुप रहे मंजूर था पर्दा तेरा बंद 14वीं की रात थी कल 14वीं की रात थी किस शेर में किसी किस शेर में किसी मिली हमसे तो झूठी महफिलें किस शेर में किसी मिली हमसे तो झूठी महफिलें हर शख्स तेरा नाम ले हर शख्स तेरा नाम ले हर शख्स दीवाना तेरा कल 14वीं की रात थी 14वीं की रात थी शह भर रहा चर्चा तेरा कल 14वीं की रात थी मुझको तेरे छोड़कर जोगी ही बन जाए मगर मुझको तेरे छोड़कर मुझको तेरे छोड़कर जोगी ही बन जाए मगर जंगल तेरे पर्वत तेरे जंगल तेरे पर्वत तेरे बस्ती तेरी सहरा तेरा कल 14वीं की रात कल 14वीं की रात थी कल 14वीं की रात थी
Heartiest congratulations to the Vision Empower team on the completion of 3 successful years. It always gives me immense pleasure to watch dynamic young people contributing to the cause of freedom of the mind, of actions, and of course of thoughts. Vision Empower has been doing tremendous work in the field of accessible STEM education, and that too for the blind. So I simply love the name Vision Empower, and I can visualize a very bright future for this team. Wishing you the very best in all your future endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Adyasha, for the beautiful bhajan and ghazals. It was a trip down memory lane. Thank you so much for your wishes. It means a lot to us. Music has the therapeutic effect which we all needed at this time. And this evening would not be a celebration without the heartfelt performances of our esteemed artists. Thank you, Satyaki, Lakshmi, Arpita, Sujit, and Dr. Adyasha. Your music speaks for itself, and we at VE, and I'm sure your entire audience from across the world, highly appreciated your art. That you all agreed to perform for this audience at such short notice, despite your busy schedules, makes it even more special. Thank you for your wishes for VE. We feel blessed and wish that you touch millions more with your soulful music. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening wouldn't have been as entertaining but for our graceful hosts, Sylvia and Nandini. Wherever you are, please put your hands together for them. Girls, thank you for this as well, in addition to the myriad responsibilities you execute, always with a smile. I would like to end this evening with a prayer to the universe. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, well and safe. Thank you.